Welcome back to the channel, your daily dose of simple, science-backed nutrition and wellness wisdom designed to slot seamlessly into even the busiest of schedules. Here, every tip, recipe, and quick hack is chosen to help you build a healthier routine without overhauling your life overnight. Whether you're squeezing in a midweek workout, looking for fiber-rich swaps to keep you full and focused, or craving a caffeine-free energy boost, you'll find actionable ideas that respect your time and taste buds. Think of this space as your personal wellness laboratory. Each video is an experiment you can try immediately, with measurable results and no complicated jargon. You'll learn how to prime your mornings for productivity, navigate social gatherings without derailing progress, and cultivate sustainable habits that stick long after the likes and comments fade away.
You think protein wrecks your kidneys? Let's bust that myth. You've heard that if you don't lift weights, you don't really need protein. False. And you probably believe that piling on more protein always equals more muscle. Also not true. Welcome to Protein Myth Busting 101. Over the next several minutes, we're diving deep on 4 of the biggest misconceptions about protein, when you really need it, who can and can't get enough from plants, whether high-protein diets harm your kidneys, and what protein actually does in your body beyond bulging biceps. Ready to separate fact from fiction? Let's go. Myth number 1. You must chug protein immediately after your workout. Chances are you've seen it. The gym clock counts down your 10-minute anabolic window, screaming that if you don't down a shake the instant you rack your barbell, your muscle gains vanish into thin air. This idea arose from early studies showing that muscles were especially receptive to amino acids in the hours after exercise. But modern research tells us the window is much wider, more like several hours than several minutes. When you train, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Delivering amino acids via protein helps rebuild those fibers stronger than before. Yes, consuming protein soon after a session does help supply that repair crew, but your muscles remain primed for nourishment for much longer than the mythical 10-minute cutoff. In fact, if you eat a protein-rich meal 2 hours before training and another within 2 hours after, you'll maximize muscle protein synthesis just as effectively as if you had slammed a shake at 5:01 instead of 5:02. Think of your muscles like a thirsty plant. The soil is driest immediately after you water it, but it still soaks up moisture for hours afterward. Your body's amino acid thirst persists long after you've left the gym. For most people, aiming for 20 to 30 grams of quality protein every 3 to 4 hours, one of those feedings timed within a couple of hours post-workout, is a far more reliable strategy than obsessing over a fleeting window. Myth number 2. Vegans can't get enough protein. Where do vegans get their protein? It's a question that echoes in dining halls and dinner parties alike. The truth is, plant-based athletes and everyday fitness fans routinely surpass their protein goals without a single chicken breast in sight. How? By combining varied plant sources and choosing calorie-dense whole foods. Legumes lead the charge. Lentils pack about 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, edamame roughly 17 grams, chickpeas 15 grams, black beans 15 grams, and split peas near 16 grams. Soy products, tofu and tempeh, deliver 10 to 18 grams per serving, depending on firmness and preparation. Seitan, the wheat gluten superstar, supplies around 21 grams per 3 ounces, often the highest protein yield in any plant-based product. Whole grains fill in gaps. Quinoa is unique as a complete protein, offering 8 grams per cooked cup and all 9 essential amino acids. Farro, freekeh, buckwheat, and amaranth round out the lineup with 5 to 8 grams per cup cooked. Nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds 7g/Oz, hemp seeds 10g/3 tablespoon, chia seeds 5g/Oz, almonds 6g/Oz. Add quality fats, fiber, and vitamins alongside their protein. Because animal proteins are complete, they contain ideal ratios of all essential amino acids. Plant proteins historically earned the incomplete label. But today's science shows you don't need complete proteins at every meal, just across the day. An oatmeal breakfast sprinkled with hemp, a chickpea quinoa salad at lunch, tofu stir-fry for dinner, and a handful of almonds or a plant protein shake as a snack easily covers the full spectrum. Consider Scott Jurek, the ultramarathoner who thrived on beans, lentils, nuts, and grains, or Kirk Brisbane, a vegan strongman who routinely conquers heavy lifts on a purely plant-based regimen. Their secret isn't magic powder. It's smart meal planning, calorie density, and diversity of plant proteins. Track your intake for a week, and you'll likely find that you're already hitting your numbers without animal products. Myth number 3, too much protein harms your kidneys. If you've ever heard that high-protein diets will overwork or even damage your kidneys, rest easy. In healthy individuals, the science just doesn't support that claim. Here's why this myth persists, and why you can confidently fuel your gains. Your kidney's job is to filter blood, removing waste products, including urea and nitrogen from protein metabolism. It's true that eating more protein increases this filtering workload slightly, but for healthy kidneys, that extra work remains well within normal capacity. Decades of studies in athletes, bodybuilders, and even patients on protein-rich therapeutic diets show no progressive decline in kidney function or damage attributable to protein itself. The myth stems from advice given to those with pre-existing kidney disease. Yes, if your kidneys are already compromised, lowering protein intake can ease their burden. But extrapolating that guidance to healthy individuals is like telling marathoners to quit running because sprinters sometimes pull hamstrings. If your doctor hasn't diagnosed you with kidney disease, up to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, far above the 1.6 recommended for most athletes, poses no harm. The International Society of Sports Nutrition's 2017 position paper affirms this. No scientific evidence supports the notion that high-protein diets damage healthy kidneys. So keep fueling with beans, eggs, meat, or powders. Your kidneys will handle it just fine, unless you've been medically advised otherwise. Myth number 4. Protein is just for building muscle. When people hear protein, they picture lifting dumbbells and bulging biceps. But protein's role in your body extends far beyond the weight rack. In fact, every cell, enzyme, and hormone you depend on contains protein or its building blocks. Structurally, proteins form the very framework of your cells. Muscle fibers, bone matrix, skin, hair, nails, all rely on amino acids for construction and repair. Without enough dietary protein, your body may break down existing muscle to fuel more critical systems, undermining strength and resilience over time. Functionally, protein is the backbone of enzymes, those molecular machines that drive every chemical reaction, from digesting your food to generating energy in your mitochondria. Hormone regulators like insulin manage blood sugar, thyroid hormones control metabolism, and neurotransmitter proteins shape mood and cognition. A protein shortage can curtail these processes, leaving you fatigued, unfocused, or irritable. Immunity also hinges on protein. Antibodies, the Y-shaped defenders that neutralize pathogens, require a steady supply of amino acids. Recuperating from injury or illness spikes your protein needs. Neglecting them slows healing and weakens your defenses. Proteins further transport nutrients. Hemoglobin ferries oxygen through your bloodstream. Albumin carries fatty acids, hormones, and medicines to cells. Even satiety, how full you feel, is influenced by protein. It triggers hormones that keep you satisfied longer, reducing overeating and smoothing blood sugar swings. Studies consistently show higher protein diets outperform low-protein variants for fat loss, metabolic health, and appetite control. So when you reach for that chicken breast, shake, or tofu steak, remember, you're not just building muscle. You're fueling every hormone, enzyme, antibody, and cell in your body, supporting repair, immunity, cognition, energy, and hunger regulation. Putting it all together, let's recap our myth-busting discoveries. 1. Timing matters far less than total daily protein intake. Regular servings every 3 to 4 hours, with flexibility around workouts, outperform frantic chase of a narrow anabolic window. 2. Vegans can and do meet or exceed protein needs through varied, calorie-dense whole foods and intelligent meal combinations. 3. For healthy people, high-protein diets, even up to 2.2 g/kg body weight, pose no risk to kidney health. Unless you have diagnosed kidney disease, you can safely fuel your performance. 4. Protein isn't just muscle food. It underpins every cellular structure, enzyme reaction, hormone signal, immune response, and satiety cue in your body. Armed with these facts, you can approach protein with clarity instead of confusion. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a dedicated vegan, a busy parent balancing life's demands, or someone seeking lifelong health,
If you leave
Protein
here with
remains
one
your
new
ally.
insight,
No
tip, or
panic
tasty
required.
recipe idea,
Next time
consider
someone warns
today
you
a
about the
win.
dangerous
Don't
protein
forget to
window,
subscribe and tap
insists
the
vegans
notification
starve,
bell
or
so our
claims
weekly
more is
healthy
always
hacks
more.
land straight
You'll
in your
know
feed.
exactly
I
how to
love hearing
respond.
which ideas
Protein
resonate
isn't a
most,
mystery.
so drop your questions,
It's a foundational
feedback, or your
nutrient
own quick prep
whose optimal
creations in the
intake is
comments
grounded
below.
in
And
decades
before
of
you
research.
go, explore the
Now
video
go forth
library
and fuel
for
your
deep
body
dives into meal
intelligently.
prep secrets,
Build
morning
strength,
mobility
support health, and
routines,
shatter
simple
myths,
mindset
one
shifts
scoop
that
at a
turn
time.
small actions into big results. Until next time, stay curious, stay consistent, and keep thriving.